I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablish.
And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 52 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And it's complete to Adams.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lawrence on 3rd down. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McCaffrey, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now it's Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The quick slant caught.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams, 35 yards. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he caught it up, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And great effort. I mean, does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them started at a 3rd and 10. On third down, here comes Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
But he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter.